We're all caught in this constant battle, one we might not even notice most days. It's this tension between seeming good to the outside world and actually being good deep down for ourselves. So let's dive in and really unpack what that means.
Likes, followers, praise. This is the language of value today, right? It's the digital currency we're all trading in. But let's be honest, it's also a scorecard that can feel absolutely impossible to escape.
So that brings up a really simple but kind of profound question. When you strip away all the notifications, all the numbers, what's the real lasting value of all that approval? That's what we're going to figure out.
And that question leads us right into something we can call the validation trap. It's that nagging feeling that we have to chase other people's approval, even if it means we have to sacrifice a little piece of who we actually are to get it. So how do you know if you're stuck in it? Well, it's when we spend way more time polishing our public image than we do building our private character. It's when we get obsessed with the filters, the angles, the appearance, all while our real self kind of gets ignored. We start to believe this huge lie, that being liked or being visible is the same thing as being valuable. And that's the trap. It keeps us looking for our worth everywhere except the one place we'll actually find it, within ourselves.
This really is the heart of the whole thing, isn't it? It perfectly sets up the core conflict so many of us are dealing with every single day. That constant tug of war between just seeming good and actually being good. And you can see the two paths laid out so clearly here. On one side, you've got the validation-seeking route. The focus is totally external, right? It's all about praise, a perfectly polished image, the numbers, the applause. It's basically a performance. But then you look at the other side, building authenticity. The focus there is completely internal. It's about your own integrity, your true character, your dignity. It's not a performance at all. It's about who you really, truly are.
So if chasing validation is the trap, how do we get out? Well, the answer is to consciously choose that other path, the path to authenticity. This is the powerful, virtuous alternative to just chasing approval.
This quote just nails it. True authenticity is all about your actions lining up with your inner moral compass. And it doesn't matter if anyone else is watching or applauding. It means you're committed to your own principles first and foremost. And the engine that drives that whole commitment is integrity. The best way to think about it is like a bridge. It's the bridge that connects your inner values, what you believe, with your outer actions, what you actually do. It's making that conscious choice to care way more about the substance of your character than the shine on your public image.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? Let's break down a really practical framework for building that kind of unshakable inner worth.
This whole framework really rests on 4 main pillars. First up, live with integrity. Simple, right? Just make sure what you do matches what you believe. Second, practice inner beauty. And no, that's not about how you look. It's about focusing on your character, on being kind. Third, recognize your dignity. This is huge. It's understanding that you have inherent worth just because you exist. Nobody can give it to you and no one can ever take it away. And finally, all of this comes together to build self-respect. That's where you start rooting your sense of value in your own virtue, not in a round of applause.
Seriously, if you take only one thing away today, please let it be this. Your worth as a human being is not and has never ever been a number on a screen or the sound of people clapping. It's something you build and something you carry inside you.
And so, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. When the audience is gone, when the phone is finally off, and it's just you, who are you choosing to be? Because that person, that's the only audience that truly matters.